It's a beautiful day in SkitLanta. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Welcome to Sharon Review. How are you guys doing? Okay. My goodness. Well, I was wondering if she was gonna continue keeping her cool, right? And I guess she did not keep. She didn't keep her cool one bit, Tamara, or Honeypot, whatever you guys want to call her. Hi there, Eklund. Welcome. All I know, it has to be said. It has to be said. He come down there, behaving like he's God himself. You know what I mean? He's the God of all those five ladies that sitting there. And Lauren is just sitting there looking at Tamir the whole time. You know what I mean? She was sitting there. And the nicest part I love, guys, is the video before this one. I have to put the link of this one because we're doing the Kountry Wayne review. I'll put the link in a bit. But guess what? Tamara let him have it. She snapped on that boy. Mr. Coley. Kountry Wayne. She says, look here. You have daughters. You have daughters. You cannot mess with God daughters. I wonder if Wayne really listened to that. I wonder if he really listened to what she said. You have daughters. Mm. Mhm. She says, you slept. You've been with majority of people them around this table. She pointed at Amber. She pointed at herself. And she pointed at Lauren. And then, you know what Wayne did? Before she snaps, you know what happened, guys? You want me to tell you? Oh my. Wayne was saying it is good that they're all there, and he's so happy to see her there. And that shows growth. That means that he is happy she's there for him to rub his blackness into Tamara's face. Oh my. I tell you now, Wayne is petty to the core. Pretend like he was giving her a compliment. Do you guys believe that was a compliment? And Lauren was over there smirking. But she don't want me to set puppy show on her. I tell you. I saw. I saw. But let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. He leaned over to the table. And guess what he said in front? He said, at least my business is out in the open. Unlike some people that keep in secret, mine is not in the dark. Did anybody pick up on that? Says he's talking to Deliciaga. Nobody catch that nugget, but Poppy sure catch the nugget. And Sharon Ripple catch the nugget. And Eklund, did you catch the nugget? I tell you. My. Well, she get up and walk out of the meeting, but we don't know if she gone outside or she gonna get a little fresh air or what the situation is. So she just tell this big boss, the God of everybody, the God of everyone, I was gonna name them off. Anthony, Iman, Shayla, Amber, who else called him? I'm trying to remember all the people that calls him because he says they should come to the promised land. And his house is the promised land. You know what I mean? My. And did Honeypot ever let this god of his castle have it? You can't play with woman. He's bathing, you're taught, you come down here and your eye ass. I'm just repeating some of what she said. He comes down there from his house and come down in the basement to let them have it, right? In his back cave, yes, in his back cave there. It's a pool table right behind them. And they're supposed to have the meeting. And he shoved him and Lauren relationship in everybody's face. And baby girl kept her cool and she couldn't do it anymore. She says, you know what? I am not putting up with this nonsense anymore. So she says, on your IOS, well, I'm not going to sit here and have this nonsense because this is not a meeting. This is messy. And this is what you're going to do. This is what you call a meeting, your messiness. You could have just put this in a voice note. And she's absolutely right. What do you guys think? She could have put it in a voice note, but no, he just want to put it all out there because he doesn't hide stuff like Deliciaga and Imon. So next, whose secret gonna be revealed soon, we hope, because everybody else secret is being revealed. You know what I mean? Except Shayla. If you notice, Amber business revealed, Anthony, Denisha, Tamara, but Deliciaga business is still kept under wraps. I wonder for how long. Welcoming everyone. Welcoming. She says, I'm not putting up with this nonsense anymore. Your baby like says you're talking down to us when we are the one. You're gonna make money off of us. And she's absolutely right. He's gonna make money off of them. Yes, she said she brought the podcast to him, and she's absolutely right. It was Shayla and then Deliciaga idea, but they come to her. Why? Because she was the one booed up with Mr. Godier. Yes, he's the god of Skitland. So from now on, Kountry Wayne name the god of Skitland. And they're in his promised land right now. But our Amber, she just keep her cool. She relax and she just watching the show. It's all messy. Wayne did this all for mess. He says to Tamara, I want to bring this energy on the podcast. I tell you guys, I'm here for the shenanigans. I'm really here for the shenanigans. Seriously. All right, so let me just jump into this skit. Before we jump into it, let me just get the link for you guys. Yes. And I know a lot of you guys already watched it, but who haven't watched it, I want to rewatch it. The link is in the description, in the comments there, so you guys can take a look at that after the live. Of course, don't go away and come back. I need you guys there. So remember, please click the like button, and we're going to get into it. So let's play the video, and let's see.
This week behind meeting, you could have put all that in an email.
Also, this meeting week.
Or sent a long voice message like you already did.
Have you ever had a successful business? How are you so much of an expert of a successful business? Have you ever had a boyfriend that had a successful business? Do you know anybody who got a successful business? I don't know about being.
All right, I give you guys a little snippet, okay? You guys can watch the full review of it. The full Kountry Wayne skit on his YouTube page, my lovelies. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, so welcome in, my beautiful chat family. Oh my goodness, a lot of you guys came in. Hi there, Eklund. Oh, Eklund said it was funny. Oh, yes, it was funny indeed. And I enjoyed it to the fullest. Eklund says the new one that's just dropped. He told her he made her curse him. What my phone? I don't have my phone. I wanted to see it. Oh my god. Oh, Eklund, you know how to make me laugh today. Well, you and Wayne really, really, really doing it today to me. My goodness, Eklund, what am I gonna do? Oh, the God of Scotland, I forget. That's his new name. And EP says Wayne basically got a Me Too situation going on. I know way. He says, at least the podcast, you guys gonna make millions. Like he's not gonna make millions off of them too. And at least it's a decent living, and you guys don't have to be swinging off the pole, off the pole. They won't be swinging. They won't be swinging. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me behave myself. May I get to it? I'm getting ahead of myself. You know what I mean? But let me behave. This is not wind down time. This is a respectable review we're doing here. Uh, and Eklund says, tell Tamara to look in the mirror before judging Wayne. Eklund, behave yourself. Don't get Papi Show out, please. I'm begging you. It's too early for Papi Show. Let you sleep. Maria says, Tamara, tell Wayne the truth. Of course she did. I'm so proud of that girl. It has to be said. And then Eklund said, Tamara needs to get it together. Nobody playing your face because it's been months since they break up. Mm-hmm. You know what? You know, we have to excuse her, right? She have never dated a man of this caliber, okay? Eklund, so we have to give her a break, okay? You know, she listened to delusional Shayla, and now she's in that bed. And you know, Papi Show told us last night, Tamara is missing the 30 G's because she run her truck too much. If she did keep her mouth shut, she would have still be swinging away and happy and turning up her nose at everybody else and her friends, her real friends. But that's what you get for snaking your real friends. You get when they get. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Tamara get what they don't get. Oh my goodness. All right. So what is good for the goose is good for the gander. So let Lauren be sit down over there, smirk and I go on like say, oh, everything is hunky dory when it's not. You know what I mean? All right, my darlings. Um, Eklund says, I never felt sorry for Tamara. I know, darling. You tell us that every second. Yes, Sharon, I did pick up that nugget. That was really good, eh? And you know what? You see, when Maria, you remember when she put him in his place, he stand up there, went over to his picture, and he's looking. Because I wonder if he really, in there, I read in Bible yesterday, his behavior, he has to remember he has daughters. You can't be playing with God, chill daughters like that. And she's absolutely right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. And I watched it. I know it. That was good. Oh my goodness. I watched it 3 times, Eklund. That's so much I said I have to give that a really good review. That was So let me just give Tamara a round of applause. Well done, Tamara. And Wayne God, well done also. So this is for you also. Oh my goodness. I Alani, watch when Delicia state her opinion. Oh, that have to go before another skit. So we're not gonna watch that one. We are deal right now, Alani. Wait, you guys have to tell me what happened because I want to go see if I get any nuggets. You know what I mean? Because it's good when I get to watch it and watch the body language and we pick it out and we can predict what's gonna happen. Sometimes we get it right? Majority of the time we actually do. So Eklund says, yes, Sharon, I caught the nugget. Oh my goodness. What shot was fired, eh? Oh my goodness. I love when he just go over to the table and he goes, at least my secret is out. Oh Lord. I hope I didn't frighten. Oh Lord, my goodness, ladies and gents, welcome to Sharon Review. We just know how to kick it over here, you know what I mean? We know how to have fun. We know how to say a spade, call a spade, and we know how to pick up the nuggets. Oh my God, that is so good. Fabulous, fabulous job. And then Eklund says, I would have fired him here. Why? Why you need to fire? After you dare sleep with almost how many people left in the room that you ever slept with? You ever slept with Shayla and Delicia? Come on. So no, my question to you guys, will Wayne, I don't even have my phone nearby. Will Wayne actually sleep with Delicia? So he's got, you think he really wants, because she was the one that get away. And of course, he definitely wants to kick it back with Amber, but that ship off sail because Amber says, I'm not playing that nonsense anymore. And then Maria says, Delicia is a big snake, yes. And I can't wait for Shayla to know. And even Tamir, because you see, if Tamira find out, trust me, guys, Tamira is telling Shayla. But as I said, we want Shayla to do what? Be the one that caught them in the act. We don't want nobody to tell her. I don't want her to assume nothing so she can put it in her head and says, oh no, I didn't see what I see. I want her to catch them in the act, just like Libby caught Terry and Genesis doing it. Mm-hmm. All right, so Eklund says here, they didn't pay in her face. She asked them for the truth and they kept lying. Well, in her book, that is what she called playing in the face. It's not everybody, everybody call things differently. So it is what it is. But she thinks that she still have a hold on him, you know what I mean? So when Shayla let she learn to cook that food, she should have bring the food over to him and says, here, Wayne, you want to eat? Here is the food. But then again, Wayne already happy for the breakup. He lost Amber, so the best thing, next thing is to go for the lady that he was doing the salsa dance with. He was doing his salsa dance. Let me just try do some salsa dance sooner. Am I doing it right? Oh my God. I don't even know how to salsa. No, I kind of learned a little bit. Yeah, me and my little friend was taking up classes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, Delicia is a big snake. Yep. Um, Tyler. Tyler says he'll all like to share. Oh yes, they are like to share. That is this MF woman inside that room, except those two, Shayla and Delicia. Delicia, right? All right. So EP's Eklund says they didn't owe her anything because Wayne and her aren't together. Yeah, good point. But in her little delusional mind, bird of a feather flock together, she thinks they were still together. So we have to speak on what we see. Mm-hmm. Eckley and Daryl would be working together, and it's all about respect. Mm-hmm. But Wayne want the mess and the podcast. He want them to hear their business out on the podcast. He wants to make millions off of them. When he heard that Shayla invited Amber to the podcast, he said, oh my God, I'm going to make millions. Oh, I'm going to make some dollars. Papers. I'm going to be making papers. That's what he said, right? And then Twyla says, at this point, Tamira is upsetting herself. Oh, Lord. Well, if she's here, actually, she's hearing out how she's feeling. After you let that out. Because when I'm upset, I'll tell you how I'm feeling. When I'm done, that's it. Because it's out. She's not bottling it up, Yeah, and then become as delusional as her friend, Shayla. All right. So, hi there, Angela C. Tamira was right. Maria says, and Angela C says, please hit the like button for Sharon _ Rica review. Thank you, my darling. Guys, I forget all about that. Please hit the like button. It goes a far way. Thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. We do enjoy that. All right, my darling. And Tamira is too emotional. Darling, that girl believes his lies, darling. Eklund, how much time we must say? Look like you really want Poppy Show to come out, and we don't want to let her out right. Too early for her. I can't deal with her right now. When I do that character, she leave me drain. You know what I mean? So I don't want her out. Let she sleep. Okay, so hi dear Street, how are you doing? Welcome in Street says. Street Poet says, this is a cult with every poor leadership. Wayne is very similar to Jim Jones, Charles Manson, and David. Okay, be nice now. We are not gonna go that far. This is just a skit. We are reviewing it. Okay, we're not gonna do anything personal. We're gonna take this thing personal. Then the skit, you just have to take a mental break from it. Okay, so Michelle says, Wayne really has not given up on his street ways. He's acting like a pimp. Like he's got to. That's why Anthony really wants. Oh my goodness, I just love it. Oh, okay. So let me get back up to the screen there. Hi, dear goddess, I hope you're ready for 5 o'clock. Okay, me just I tell you. And Eklund remind me this morning, I didn't see in the chat this morning. I know you've been busy, but she let me know. Sharon, remember, Goddess says she's coming up today. So I'm looking forward to you. So we're not taking your having no dinner. You have to take your mom to the doctor, nothing. Even if you're at the doctor, you can't stay on the phone and talk to us. Oh, Lordy. Okay, so Goddess says, please check in, hit the like button. Thanks. All right. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. Okay, and then Eklund says, how can you be in your feelings about X moving on? You see, when you're in love, you don't let go that easy until it passes, right? How can you? I know it, Eklund, but that is Tamara and Shayla. At least Shayla look like she move on. Goddess says, good afternoon, Sharon Mods and chat, good afternoon, baby girl. And then Angela C said, Tamara could not be fussy if she had her man Wayne. She's carrying a big luggage of hurt feelings. Exactly. And a lot of people don't know about puppy love, you know. Puppy love is something that is a hard thing for you guys to get over. You know, seriously, it is. So let's see if we can put her back on the screen. Let me see if I can get this back up. All right, hold on. And I'll get to fix myself. All right, we just need a little smidget to show you guys. Okay, I am fixed on the screen. All right, let's see what they're saying here.
With Jesus is popping on your chest.
Yeah. My daughter.
Pop that.
Yeah. You pop a pot.
You
How
know
about
what?
that?
Pop a pot.
Man, sit
No,
down. Sit down, sit down.
No, because no, you got me here in this.
Sit down.
Wayne, this is the dumbest meeting I have ever had, and I did not come here to hear that crap.
This ain't the dumbest meeting.
Say something real. Say something real. Because you also talking about you gonna make us millionaires. You got all these beautiful women. You benefiting from us too. You benefited from us too. You talking down to us, and you got.
And she is absolutely right. He's going to make them millionaires, and he's talking down to them. And she's right. They're gonna hear their dirty laundry on the podcast. He's gonna be making money, and so are they. All right, so let's see where the cookie crumble. I don't see she say anything that she's not supposed to, and he loves that, and he wants her to bring that energy to the podcast. All right. Eklund says, so Tamara not supposed to speak up for herself. She has to speak up for herself. Even down to Wayne, glad that she speak up for herself. That's what he said. I'm happy that you did this. At least you get it out in the open. So now I need you to do the same thing on the podcast. Right? Well said, dear EP. Well said. Hi, dear Robin. Welcome in. I've never seen you here before. Welcome in. Maybe I've been here before. Welcome to Sharon Review Chat family. No, you don't mess godchildren, but at the same time, Tamara is not Wayne's woman at all. Woman, they are not together. Yes, Wayne is petty, but Tamara needs to get her feelings if she wants to be on the podcast. So she needs to get her feelings on the wrap. But you know what? Sometimes you have to air out what is inside. And then afterward, if she keep on harboring it, like how she get that out now, she should be okay now. All right. So it's a good thing she hear that out, and that's it. Move on. Well said, dear Robin. Thank you. And Goddess says, good afternoon, Angela. All right. So Maria says, Wayne Karma will come to his kids. And I hope not. I really hope not. He better repent. As long as he repent, it won't fall on his children. And thank you for that, Maria. And Michelle says Tamira is more street than the rest, so she and can't be quiet. They all know. Nobody met those girls because of them pretty clothes. You don't think they're from the street. They're all from the street, and they're good. They're you know what I mean. They know how to behave with etiquette. But I'm happy that she expressed how she's feeling, Michelle. And Angela says, Blessed afternoon, Goddess. Tamira has a baggage full of earth and anger and earth feelings. Yes, she does. Well says there. I dear the band says that meeting was an episode of Snap. Yes, that was great. Oh Lord, I was proud of her. She gave me some enjoyment. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. You know what I mean? That was pure enjoyment. Hi, dear bestie, how are you? All right. Love honey pot popped off. And congrats on your 5,000, Nancy, your 5,000 subscribers. Congratulations, my darling. And this was funny. I know, Antoinette, that was funny for real. And EP said, it doesn't matter if Wayne ain't with Tamara anymore. He needs to be called out because he think he slept with woman who run in the same circle because he's single and nobody's supposed to call it out. Exactly. I totally agree with this. Well said, dear EP. Well said. And even him himself says that is good to get it out. And he says to Denisha, Delicia, not like some people. And I'm surprised that nobody picked that up. I'm wondering if Amber read in the room. Because sometimes Amber can't read the room. And Shayla. If Shayla wasn't so delusional how they make her delusional right now, she could have picked up on what Wayne was saying because he looked right at um Delicia and he lied down across the table and look at her and nobody pick up that. Oh my goodness. That was something else. Karma for Wayne 100. So maybe Lauren will be his karma. I hope when Dan shows up, his kids don't get hurt. Because that man is cray cray, right? And Angela says, I'm glad Tamira spoke her mind. Yeah, yes, Goddess. I'm happy that she spoke her mind too. Hi, dear Tyler. Tyler says, why put in a voice message if it could have been addressed in person? Everyone at the table has a situation going on. Worry about that. Talk about that. And you know what? At least he look around the table, Tyler, and he says, everyone around this table cannot say anything because we're all with sin. They all sin. They all have situation. You know what I mean? But that doesn't give him a right to hurt the person that he said he was gonna marry. And then she must sit there and don't say anything. And then Lauren must sit there and smirking. And then Delicia behave like says she's so better than Tamara. Oh please, I can't wait for her mess to get here. I hope it's they find out on the podcast. I hope Dan knows about it. Oh boy. Hi dear Chris. How are Christopher Sims? How are you doing? Sharon, good afternoon. Welcome to Sharon Chat family. I disagree too much going on and behind doors and they need to face each other. They need more meeting closer to the podcast. KW fits right in with these messy women. Exactly, darling. Well said. Well said there. Well said. All right. Yes, she had to start unpacking her. She has to. For her to be able to be around these snakes, she has to say what she has to say. And at least she's not addressing Lauren. She's addressing the man that promised her the world and pulled the rug right from underneath her feet. Yes, that's what I would have addressed to. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody else thinks that because he has money, nobody can speak to him. Come on in the word of Bernie Mac, and I am out this mother. Okay, okay. Oh my goodness, girl. Oh, mm. I'm happy she did that. Yes, Goddess, I'm happy too. And Tina says, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Thank you, Tina. And Twyla says, no matter how Tamara posts, it's not going to change Wayne. And let's be clear, Tamara made mistake in this black relationship as well. Exactly. She dropped the ball by not cooking that man is vegan meal. Oh my goodness. We all know karma coming fast away than Shayla, Anthony, Amber, Dave, poor Lauren on top of the world now because she's with Wayne. Belinda, well said. Say it little louder, Belinda. Say it little louder. Let me read it again for them. Karma coming fast away than Shayla, Anthony, Amber, Dave, poor Lauren on top of the world now because she's with Wayne. And she's there smirking, think that all this house, all that glitter is gold. But pretty she doesn't know all that glitter is not gold. Mm. Okay, so Christopher says, I say you have daughters and say Jesus is popping. As man and woman, we will be held accountable. I wouldn't want my daughters to come across arbitrary offender like we. Oh my goodness. Well, Wayne is teaching us. Our teaching moment in that skit is do not pick up a man, as you said. Well said, dear T. Don't let your daughters or anybody like myself to pick up a man like Wayne because it won't end well. Whatever he does to you, if he can move around in your circle, that is not a good thing. That's not a good man to have. You better you make a man that has nothing than a man has the world and handed it to you and then he turns around and dump you. Okay, so Tina is saying that we have 18 out of 41. Guys, please hit the like button. It doesn't cost a thing. Just hit the like button. It's like this. Bing. Just hit the like button. Bing. Just tap the screen. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your cooperation. All right. So Goddess Stockrest, welcome in. How are you doing, guys? I missed out on what was the nugget. The nugget was Tina. Wayne lie across the table. Before he lie across the table, he was looking straight at Deliciaga. And then he lie across it and he said to her, like some people that keeping stuff in the dark. And that went all around everybody. And nobody picked that up. Oh my, he says his secret is up while others are keeping theirs. I don't remember word for it. I'm just paraphrasing. Please like, support by pushing the like button. Thank you, Tina, darling. Thank you to all the moderators and the chat family. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate you guys' support. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, please do so. Please subscribe, please like, please share. All right. So here, please hit the like button. And Angela is saying, and then Alani says, Amber is a clone. Why is she a clone? She's just relaxing. Amber not the only clone we see right there. It's named God and Kountry Wayne standing there. I'm telling them that they should be lucky that they're gonna do an honest job. They're not on a stripper pole. I remember that very well. Yes, it did get into him. Yes, it did get to him. Yes, Maria, it did get to him because she has to tell him. You have daughters, and God, you can't mess with God's daughters like that. And she's absolutely right. All of these things need to be said. It's around the Mexico things. And he says every single one of them have sinned. It doesn't say it like that, but I'm just paraphrasing. That they all have that situation going on. But at least it is out in the open. Amber one is out in the open too. It's only one somebody nest is not out in the open and is who? Deliciaga. Don't you guys agree? Okay, let me just close that here. Do you guys agree, Deliciaga? Do you guys agree, Delicia? Secret is still. Do you guys agree? Delicia's secret is still being buried. hmm And Wayne is absolutely right. Is out in the open and it's messy and he doesn't care. He just don't care. And when a person don't care, that is how it is. So she thinks what she pick up is gold right now. And she's feeling herself. Let's see when he picks up another person. Let's see. And we all was saying that he changed with Tamara, right? Mm. Mhm. Okay, so we're polling that. And I'm seeing 0 like over the screen. So let me just refresh the screen here. And then we will pick up back where we left off. All right, so let's get the screen on the way here. Good. All right, so we're back over here. Belinda said, Delicia thinks she is the best with no problem. I know she is. And you remember this morning, Belinda, when she came in late, she's talking about people have to be punctual and whatever. And Larry look at her and says, yes, you have to be punctual. And then Amber says, yes, you have to be punctual. She says, when you're the lead, you don't have to be punctual because I have to do lead things. Yeah, let's see how long she's going to be the lead because, baby, I think Lauren is going to be the lead next until he takes it away from her. Oh my goodness. So thanks, Tina and Angela Slee, for mentioning hitting the like button. Goddess is saying to them, please subscribe to Sharon Rico Review. Thanks. And then Twyla says, for Tamara, it's going to be the way she moves on from this situation and heal. Exactly. And I'm looking forward for healing for her, really and truly. And Christopher says, reading the Bible is just that. Living that word is a whole different thing. Exactly, Chris. You're absolutely right. He needs to apply it to his life and do better because he has to remember he has daughters and he has sons, and he doesn't want a woman to do what he's doing to other women's daughters, right? Well said, dear Tamira, for that. That was really nice. After our applause, that acting was really, really good. That was really, really good. And by the way, did you guys see Wayne pants? I don't know if anyway, Wayne pants is I know they're wearing those little short. The pants is a little bit shorter, you see, like, it kind of look a little bit, like I'm so tiny, maybe him should just stick to pants that cover down to the bottom of his shoes. Just kidding. Or am I kidding? But I know those are the short pants that we're wearing now. Remember before Anthony talked to Amber told him that women were one of God's greatest creation. Yes, we are one of God's greatest creation. And that's why God make us can give life. Oh yes. God's daughter, non-emotional feeling now. Feeling always lost to logic. Exactly, Jamin. Hi dear Jamin, welcome in. Nice to see you. True, Chris. And great. I agree, Christopher. And Tina said 20 out of 50. Wow. All right, guys, please hit the like button. 20 out of 48. All right. God's daughter don't act like that. Oh, you mean like Tamara? Okay. Okay, Jabin. And Twyla says here, this is supposed to be the learning experience for her, just like it is for Amber, Lauren, Shayla, and Delicia. Definitely. And hello, Sharon. Hi, dear Hera. Welcome in. Please like, support by pushing the like button. And thank you, guys. We thank you. And thank you to the 20 people who hit the like button already. And who is contemplating into clicking the like button. We appreciate you for being here also. And Christopher says, snake all around that table. T2, where are T's original friends? she got too big for her true friends to go in and them full of snakes into the den of full of snakes. Exactly. Hopefully she will rather go back to them. I hope. Sharon, you make me laugh. Maria said, "Really? I make you laugh." All right, thank you, Maria. Uh, and please like, support by hitting the like button. Thanks, Tina. All right, guys, you guys are doing fabulous, fabulous here. I know I should post some more stuff, but I'll do that later. That's what Wayne wants, the messiness. Yes, he wants the messiness. Yes, the bomb. He wants the messiness for the podcast, actually. And then Chris says, airing all your personal business can be worse than being on that pole. Those girls gonna be a full display, and OKW knows this stuff gonna be exposed to. Well, he said the whole world know that he has 10 children. But you're absolutely right. I didn't see any NDA paper being signed. I don't see any lawyers there doing that. And Del Marie says here, Wayne doesn't care if Amber is hurting, airing out her business on the podcast as long as he makes millions off of it. He's very selfish. Exactly, Del Marie. And just Amber wanna go hear her secret. Every single one of them gonna face this grace. I know. 25 likes and 49 watching. And please hit the subscribe as Sharon Rika review. Thank you, Tina. Bethel says everybody told her about when she was focusing on the money and luxury life. Yep. Well said, dear Bethel. Hi, dear Shirley. Welcome in also. I hear you, and you are right. Honey Pot did it to herself. Wayne broke up with her. He ended the relationship, situationship in her face. Not in textbook or phone call. He owe her nothing. All right, thank you for that. And then a true pimp move on the KW part. Oh God, Chris is not joking. She's not joking at all. Oh my goodness. Wayne has no soul. Eros said, Goddess, I can't stand Tamara. I'm so happy for her pain. She took side with Shayla, hearing what Shayla did to Amber. She's feeling the same thing Amber about Shayla sleeping with her husband. Oh, that's what I like about me. This is my opinion. What I like about me is the fact that I don't take sides with anybody, right? I actually, what I like is that I have sympathy and empathy for people around me. Even if my worst enemy did me something, I still will give them grace because God does what? He give us grace. All right, so thank you guys for that. And then Wayne don't care about nobody but himself. And here, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Everyone after I tiptoe around her car, she could not move on. Okay, Shirley, thank you for that. Wayne is a snake. Yes, he definitely is a snake. Okay, Tamara, you got it all out here now. Let's make some money, baby girl. Exactly. Move on. I totally agree with that. Learn from this and practice self preservation. Exactly. Well said. Hold your head up high if he truly loves you. All right. Show him something to be sorry about. Well said, Twyla. This is absolutely it, the nail on the head. I love this. Well said. Well said, Twyla. That is fantastic. And also, T needs to get in her game, just like Lauren says. She has no loyalty to Tamara. She needs to call Dan because she has no loyalty to Lauren. Thank you, Robin. That is well said. Welcome, Robin. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Well said. Well said. What goes around comes around, and what goes up must come down. Well said. Chris says Shayla crash out is not Shayla. Unrealistic knowing who Shayla is. Also, T is too old and experienced for puppy love. Oh well said, dear my darling. Yes. But you're never too old for puppy love. Oh, my, how should I say, man love, right? Millionaire in the mind and spirit. He doesn't say financially. So true, Chris. And Leticia says, Tamara needs to leave the podcast. Another breakup. Not Tamara, first one. Wayne needs to cut her off her spending allowance now. What man gives you 135K after he dump you? Well, but after he's done with you. Well said, Leticia. Well, you know what? Hi, dear ladies. Chris is saying. Okay. Del Marie says hi. I'm just looking to see what else you guys are saying. Lauren cooked that one time. Wonder if Wayne taking notice. No, Tina, I don't think she is taking note. You remember that other morning when she wake up the next day, she says, "Oh, I have to go get you some food," and he says, "Oh, you don't have to do that." And then I realized he was on to her game, but I'm not sure she didn't make him any food because I didn't show us that, right? And I noticed that is then. Oh, I think Denisha is still cooking for Anthony. Thank you all for allowing me to peep in with Miss Sharon and you all. Oh, thank you, Christopher. You're doing a wonderful job too. I love your comments. Okay. He is not talking down to them. He's being real with them. They are not perfect. And at the end of the day, no one is twisting her arm to be on the podcast. True. But he told her that she should do it for other people out there to see other girls that look like her, to do it so they can see her, that they can be her, that they can do it just like her. Watch Rhonda tell Candice that getting the podcast room done by Friday is a stretch. Oh my goodness. 29 out of 41. All right, give yourself a round of applause. And then you guys will hit the like button when you're ready. Thank you guys for all your support. I appreciate that. All right. And congratulations, Nancy. And one way make 5,000 till in 4 2. Thank you. Yes, you're welcome, darling. You did a wonderful. I thought your team says five that you made 5,000. Alani was there laughing. Just push hard. Just pushing hard, Archie says. Yeah, great job, Nancy. We're proud of you. Deep and yes, we are extremely proud of you, Nancy. And Deepan said it's really going to go down when at the podcast Shayla found out Delicia and Iman. The podcast Piari will be on. Oh, Piari gonna be on there too? Oh yeah, she's assistant to now. And Robin says Tamara has realized that she had lost herself and her real friend for money. But what example is Wayne setting for his daughters? That's a good point. What example is he setting for them? Yeah, absolutely. That's a really good question. None of the ladies have a contract yet. Yeah, I noticed that. Rhonda, tell Candice that getting the podcast room done by Friday is a stretch. Oh my goodness. Please like, subscribe to Sharon at Sharon Rika Review. Thank you. Thanks, Tina. Please like, share, subscribe to Sharon _Rika Review. Thank you. Isis, welcome in. Tamara has played two men at the same time. One being pastor, get over it. You were warned by Wayne. Beside is giving you opportunity to earn millions. Exactly. Good point. But she has to get that out. She has to get that out. And have always like honeypot, but there throw her in a den of snakes and took away her real friends. And she told her business. Hopefully, lesson learned. I hope so too. Well said. You're welcome, Sharon. All right. Hopefully, Tamara will go home and think about her life, her so-called friends, and how to move on. Okay. And the pan says the real party is going to begin when Sheila find out about Delicia and Iman on the podcast. Oh my goodness. Guys, I want her to really caught them in the act. Cray Dan is on his way and I'm ready for it. He hasn't reached Atlanta yet. I thought he would have reached Atlanta already. You have a point about what example is Wayne setting for his children at hi dear Dolly, at Robin. Yes. Yes, she has a great point. You're welcome, Sharon. Welcome in, Dolly. And then Alani is says Wayne is a clown. Okay, and then Chris says, my boy Iman says he's not hiding anymore. LOL. Hope Delicia is ready. I hope she's too. I was waiting for him to tell Shayla, but I'm wondering why he hasn't. I think it's because of Delicia. Please like, share, and subscribe to Sharon underscore Rika Review. Thank you, Tina S. I'm wondering, Tina S, why he hasn't told Shayla yet. And I'm wondering why Delicia do not want Shayla to know. I'm still wrapping my head around that one. Please hit the like button. Please get the likes up, guys. Please get the likes up. All right. So Leticia says, what woman as Wayne went behind a man in his circle with? Wayne had Amber first. He was not messing with Shayla or Delicia. They both are with his friends, Iman. Yep. And Chris says, Wayne is exposed, so he does not care if anyone else is exposed. Okay. That sounds good. Nice. Wayne deflecting by saying nobody perfect to justify his behavior with Lauren. Yes. Well said, dear Dolly. Well said. Well said. He's definitely trying to do that. But, Tamara has to shut that nonsense down and says, no, that's absolutely not right. You're playing in my face. Wayne and Lauren are dropping hints about Delicia and Eamon and Shayla. Yep. But Delicia was, Lauren was actually being quiet. I don't know if they drop another skit, but she just sat back and just watching Tamara and smirking. That's all I could see. And then Delicia behaved like says she's so good she don't know what happening, Dolly says that Chris Sims, anyone can read the Bible, however it takes discipline to live by the word in it, definitely. Delicia should look at how her daughter see her. She doesn't act like a person with a teenage daughter. Delicia is a horrible example for a daughter. Well said, Tyler. I couldn't agree more. Well said, well said, dear. Well said. Nancy says she got rid of her real friends for snakes. Yep. Wayne will get his one day and it will be be nice. That may be the person to give it to him, LOL. You could be right there, Tyler. And Shayla snake Amber and Delicia snake Shayla and Lauren snake Tamara. Just a barrel of snakes. Snake. Well said, dear Dolly. I agree and hope so, Tyler. Sharon Chate. Hi, dear. Humphrey, how are you doing? And Dolly says, I hope King comes with Travis and Dan and Tamara more attraction to King because King and Tamara thinks more alike. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Dolly. I always say I want Tamara with King. Oh my goodness, at least I have somebody else that agrees with me. Tyler says here, people say Wayne doesn't care about anyone but himself, but he does care about his children and his kids' mother. Life is gonna have to happen to him before he stops jumping from woman to woman. But then, you know what, Tyler, what I'm saying? When people get hurt, maybe he's been hurt by a woman. Maybe that is why he keep on doing what he's doing. Or maybe the death of his mom, he just doesn't, I don't know. But there's some underlying issue there with Wayne. I'm not a professional, just my humble opinion. Yes, if you're gonna stay with your personal goals, put it in a forefront. Don't play victim Amber, Lauren, and T cooked one time. We love good home cooked meals. They pooped these men. Yeah, it's true. Thanks, Sharon. And Nancy, I'm wishing you the best and super congrats. Yes. When Sade tell Ron she needs to be put through the mattress tonight, enough of the games. That sounds good. Look like me have to go do a little thing on Sade next. Please like, share, subscribe, and support. Thank you. And then Twilight says, Wayne have good qualities. He just need to practice using them in every aspect of his life so he can become a better example for his children. Well said, Twilight. Well said. I love this. Now, as bad as things is, he may leave these women, they come into his life, and when they leave out of his life, they leave a better. They leave, they're not, you know what I mean? They leave with something, Yeah. Queen daughters are their own skit. No, that's wonderful. I wonder if Tamara or Sheila are going to drop dime on Lauren and Dan. I'm looking for that, D-bomb. I'm really looking. Thanks, Sharon. You're welcome, Dolly. Wayne is going to learn that Lauren is a scammer. I can't wait for that to happen. Wayne is going to get his karma. Will he write a karma for himself? That's what I want to know. Because Amber writes karma for herself. Wayne writes a lot of karma for Amber. But when is he going to write a karma for himself? Ernestine introduced Candice to a podcast designer giant who was willing to help. She refused assistance. She said she doesn't have a deadline. She has a deadline now. Yes, she does. So she has to get it done by Friday. And I hope she get it done. Watch when Amber stated her opinion. I will. That will be for our 5 o'clock segment. Okay, guys? Yes, I will watch those after so I can pick up the nuggets. The fact that Lauren and Alicia couldn't reject the advances of Wayne and Eamon really display their morals. They know plenty of rich men. Yes, Miss Nice. Thank you for that. Well said there. And Antoinette says, what do you think Wayne were thinking at that end? He was very proud of Tamara and he sees that what she spoke was true and it resonated with him. That's one thing I find with Wayne. Yeah. So let's see what he does next. I have to look at the other one. Wayne have too many soul ties, yeah. What do y'all think Dan is going to do? Oh my goodness. I'll tell you later at 5. I'll think on it and I'll tell you. Wayne has a good business quality, however, Wayne morals towards how we deal with women are warped and yep. Miss Nice says I couldn't agree with you more, Dolly. And Lauren can't talk about Amber through because Mr. Big was married. Exactly. So they're all around the table and they're all sin. We are all sinners, right? And we just have to repent and go to God and do better. That's all. So they can't point a finger. And the only person can't really point a finger, you see, him look at Amber. He looks at everybody around the table, even down to Deliciaga. I would like for them to display one character with some. I would like for them to display one character with some real integrity, who is not ruled by money and stand on morals. There are lots of other opportunity in Atlanta. Wayne isn't the only one. Exactly. Well said. That would be nice. It would be nice for us to see that. That would really be nice. I love that. I love that there. I know you. Lauren, you are not in a relationship. You're in a situationship. Exactly. Well said, dear Nancy. Wayne doesn't take accountability for his action. No, he doesn't. New skit Amber stated her opinion. Okay, we will cover that skit for 5 o'clock. Okay, ladies. Yeah, I show this one, but yeah. And Lauren thinks can, but she her anyway. But gave her anyway. Not she thinks because not saying that they are on a relationship. Don't these man. Yep. Wayne dumb woman, he has no soul. Yeah. And when Amber stated her opinion, all right, we will cover that. I'll take a look at it after the live. About Lauren, whose morals are rock too. All right. And I'm going to use her mother to get money like she did that. That was really interesting to see that her mother and her mother put up with that kind of behavior from her own daughter. You know what I mean? That is absolutely what they're showing. It says in real life that does happen. There are a lot of mothers that co-sign those nonsense, and there are mothers that co-sign the nonsense of the sons doing wrong too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wayne likes to pray. He better get to the praying because he has doozy on his hand with Lauren. He has a doozy on his hand. Oh, definitely, definitely. Just saying, if you give 15 to 30K a month, cook for me, cook and be waiting for me in lingerie, any other men in here. Okay, Chris, you're absolutely right. I would be dancing on top of my head when he comes home. He'll have his meal cooked. I'll draw him his bath. I'll even bathe him if he wants me to wash, scrub him skin down. Yep, and I will feed him, massage his leg. It's feed for him. Shirley says Delicia was sweating bullets when Wayne was talking about the secret. I know, Shirley. It will all hit the fan when her and Iman relationship comes out and floodgate open wide. And you know what? I'm gonna love this. You know why? She has a lot more to lose because she knows a lot of powerful people. She has lots of good contacts. There is brand deal. How are they gonna take? She has a lot to lose. She could lose all of those deals because of what's happening. So she has a lot to lose right there. So it better come out before it go on the podcast because if it's there on the podcast, that's not gonna be lovely. Wendy Flex and Love Bomb Woman, yes. Why does Lauren wants to state her opinion last? Think he will tell Aunt Delicia? Let's see. Wayne better make Lauren take a morning after pill fooling with Lauren. Oh, I like this twist. This is a nice twist, Tyler. That's a nice twist. Oh my goodness. Dolly E sure does. It's sickening. Amber is keeping it real. That's good. So I guess you guys drop off to watch that skit. Shayla should be able to catch both of them. Yes, she should. And that's what I'm saying, Belinda. And I'm sticking to it. I'm not changing it. She needs to catch them caught them in the act. I want her to catch them in the act. Oh, yes. They had Pastor Chris, but turned him out with bias over his child, Nadia. Pastor Chris tried to 4 Ant and Amber, 3 nuptials. Okay, I love Amber. I love what Amber said. What did Amber says, Guy? Wayne twisted because he's helped Delicia and Iman kept their secret. Well, Dolly, Wayne told him when Shayla was there, he says, tell the girl the truth. Remember, he told him and Iman did not tell her, so nobody can blame Wayne for that. That's on Iman and Delicia. Wayne knows everyone's secret. Yes, he does. He does. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here with me. It's a chaotic day in SkitLanta. It's a chaotic day in SkitLanta. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next upload. Bye for now, everyone.